Hey guys, good morning. This is Brad Krantz. Welcome to my Monday morning leadership today, June 1st, beginning of the month. I'll say this, I always like to, it's the best day of the month so far. So whatever you're doing, it's a new start. Welcome to June. And I'm talking about the 21 indispensable characteristics of a leader. And today we're looking at number 12, which is passion. Maxwell says subtitles that take this life and love it. And he said himself that when a leader reaches out in passion, he's usually met with an answering passion. And I wanted to share something here with Simon Sinek because this goes right up to what we're talking about today. And he said, working hard for something we don't care about is stress. How many of you find yourself in stress? I could say numerous times, been there, done that, but working hard for something we love is called passion. I couldn't agree more. And I want to dive in and take a look at this, and let's talk about passion today, okay? Important topic for leadership. I don't think we cover it enough or hear enough about it. But Maxwell notes that experts, they spend a lot of time trying to figure out what makes people successful. There's a lot of studies out there, right? They look at people's credentials, they look at their intelligence or their education, other factors. But more than anything else, passion makes the difference, right? David Sarnoff maintains that nobody can be successful unless he loves his work. And you got to agree with that. If you don't like what you're doing, you're not going to put the effort into it, right? It's just not going to happen. And this is an interesting statistic here among a lot of other ones, but Maxwell noted that more than 50% of all millionaire entrepreneurs never finished college. And certainly in our neighborhood here, neck of the woods, Bill Gates certainly comes to mind, right? What makes it possible for people who might seem ordinary to achieve great things? That's a good question. The answer is passion. Nothing can take place of passion in a leader's life. So here's 4 truths about passion and what it can do for you as a leader. Number 1, passion increases your willpower. Your destiny determines, or your desire determines your destiny. I like that. Think of great leaders and you'll be struck by their passion. We have Gandhi for human rights, Winston Churchill for freedom, Martin Luther King for equality, Bill Gates again for technology. Anyone who lives beyond an ordinary life has a great desire. It's true in any field. The desire brings weak results, and small fire creates little heat. The stronger your fire, the greater your desire and the greater the potential. Number 2, passion increases your willpower. Okay, it's said that a dispassionate young man approached the Greek philosopher Socrates and casually stated, "Oh, Socrates, I come to you for knowledge." And I'm just going to read from here because it was a great little quick story here, a snippet. And the philosopher took the young man down to the sea, waded in with him, and then dunked him under the water for 30 seconds. And then when he let the young man up for air, Socrates asked him to repeat what he wanted. "Knowledge, oh great one," he sputtered. And imagine that. Socrates put him underwater again, only this time for a little bit longer. And after repeated dunkings and responses, the philosopher asked, "What do you want?" And the young man finally gasped, "Air, I want air." "Good," answered Socrates. "Now, when you want knowledge as much as you want air, you shall have it." That's an awesome example of wanting something so bad, okay? So there's no substitute for passion, right? It's the fuel for the will, for our wills. If you want anything badly enough, you can find the willpower, achieve it, right? Where there's a will, there's a way, right? We've all heard that before. The only way to have the kind of desire, that desire is to develop passion. And 3, passion changes you. And I have to say, over this last year, I have got passion back in my life for something, the first time in a long, long time. But passion changes you. If you follow your passion, which I'm doing right now, and thank God, instead of others' perceptions, you can't help becoming more dedicated and a more productive person. And isn't that what we want? And that increases your ability to impact others. That's what I want to do. I want to impact others positively. In the end, your passion is going to have more influence in your personality. Okay. Number 4, passion makes the impossible possible. Okay. Human beings are so made that whenever anything fires the soul, impossibilities vanish, right? Fire in the heart lifts everything in your life. And that's why passionate leaders are so effective. A leader with great passion and few skills always outperforms a leader with great skills and no passion. Think about that one for a while. You might say passion is a great equalizer of sorts, and I really think it is. So let's reflect on this and ask a few questions about this for self-reflection, okay? Despite the power of passion, I think there's many people in our culture that seem to believe that passion is something to be suspicious about. You're too excited about that. You're too passionate about that. Tone it down. We hear it all the time, right? These voices coming to us saying, hey, why are you so passionate about this? You need to back off. Well, I don't think anything's great. No great technology, no great inventions, no great movements have been created without passion, right? So we want to uplift passion because it's important. And that's what this message is about today. So is passion a characteristic of your life? You wake up feeling enthusiastic about your day. I'm going to get into this TGIM. I'm going to hit this at the end. Is the first day of the week your favorite, or do you live from weekend to weekend sleepwalking through your everyday routine? And I just want to stop on that again. I'm going to talk about this, but I like to throw in here, is it TGIF? Thank God it's Friday, but TBIM, too bad it's Monday. We're Monday today, guys, right? Shouldn't it be TGIM? Thank God it's Monday. That sounds a little weird, I know, but I've seen people where Monday they're down in the dumps, Friday they're up higher than a kite, and they do this week after week. I had one, I tried to test her, and just to get her to say TGIM on Monday, and she wouldn't do it. But she's down in the dumps Monday, high as a kite on Friday. I said, tell yourself, you got to reprogram your brain, right? That's what we're talking about. Again, it's weird, but TGIM, and I'm going to hit this again. How long has it been since you couldn't sleep because you were too excited about an idea? I've had that a few times over the past few months. I think most people, if we dread our jobs, that never happens. Okay, and that's sad. If passion's not a quality in your life, you're in trouble as a leader. The truth is that you can never lead something that you don't care passionately about. Meditate on that for a bit. You can't start a fire in your organization or team unless one is first burning in you. Okay, so if you need help to increase your passion, here's some tips. I think these are good. Number one is take your temperature. And here's what he's talking about. How passionate are you about your life and your work? Okay, does it show? Okay, are you just kind of, TGIM, another day, I'm off to, I owe, so off to work I go. There's no passion there, guys, okay? So get an honest assessment, maybe by querying some of your close associates or friends or your spouse about your level of desire. And don't kid yourself about it either. I did for years, just putting off what I didn't like because, hey, I've got to do this. You won't become passionate until you believe passion can be the difference maker in your life. And that's worth repeating. So I'm going to repeat it again, okay? You won't become passionate until you believe passion can be the difference maker in your life. And again, that's what this message is all about today. And then return to your first love. So here's what we're talking about here. Many people allow life and its circumstances to get them off track. And I could say I've had that happen to me numerous times. I think we all have, if we're honest. Think back to when you were just starting out in your career, or even farther back when you were a child. Okay, what really turned your crank? What could you spend hours doing? I know I spent hours reading. I actually read through 2 sets of encyclopedias. I still like reading to this day. No surprise there. But try to recapture your old enthusiasm if you can. And then, elevate your life in the career in light of those old loves, okay? And then associate with people of passion. This is probably the biggest summary point. Your association is critical, right? You become who you hang around with. The old birds of a feather flock together is really true. If you've lost your fire, get around some firelighters. Change your association, guys. That's so critical. If you get around people that are negative, and I've said this in other messages, you're going to be negative. If your 5 closest friends are negative, guess what? You're number 6. So you got to change your association. If you don't get around positive, uplifting, encouraging, passionate people, it's going to be kind of hard to be passionate. Passion is contagious, okay? And then schedule some time, or I'd say better yet, partner with people who can infect you with it. That's what I've done over the past year. Found people that are passionate about it. And that's made a big difference. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. If you got value out of this message, and I certainly hope you did, please feel free to hit the subscribe button so you can get further messages on this. And then you're always welcome to connect with me on social media at the links that I'll be providing. So have an awesome Monday filled with passion and TGIM. Bye-bye.